Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. And just a quick introduction here. I'm Sharon Walt, and I'm a certified functional medicine health coach. Now, if you're confused about the term functional medicine, don't be. Functional medicine is a way of addressing illness or a lack of wellness by focusing on the causes of illness and not just the symptoms. Because, as you probably know, um, just treating the symptoms, while it might bring temporary relief, it's never going to resolve the underlying problem, which is why I'm so excited about this webinar, because it uses a functional medicine approach to health and wellness. And this approach focuses on all aspects of our health, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual. Well, I have so much to share with you today. I'm just going to jump right in. And we'll start off with a couple of definitions. So health has many definitions, and according to the World Health Organization, and I quote here, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Now, Merriam-Webster dictionary, on the other hand, states, health is the condition of being sound in body, mind, or spirit. Okay, so the meanings are pretty similar. And what I find interesting is that when we discuss health, we typically only refer to the physical aspects. But because this is the ultimate guide to taking charge of your health, we're going to cover all aspects of health. Okay, so let's get on with it. Now, this is called the circle of life, this diagram, and it's one of the best representations that I've found of a holistic view of health. Now, you'll notice on it that we have almost every aspect of our life covered, from joy, spirituality, career, health, physical activity, home environment, and it goes on. And the important part about this is that if you have a concern about any aspect of one of these factors, it's probably going to start some stress in your life. And stress is one of the main factors for illness and the beginning of chronic disease, because stress, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, can actually start a physiological response in the body that's going to, in a lot of cases, impact your immune system. Taking charge of your health inevitably involves making changes, and these will need to be sustainable or long-term change. And this can be difficult unless your goals align with your purpose and your values. So, in other words, you need really good reasons to make lifestyle or nutritional changes and to be able to follow through with them. Among the most important discoveries that you'll make in your life is finding your purpose. And perhaps some of these you've already discovered your purpose while others are trying to define theirs. Now, if you look back at the circle of life and decide which areas need improvement, these may become your goals. But our ability to achieve our goals depends on how well they align with our purpose. So having a purpose guides your life and helps you apply the correct processes and actions to reach your goals. Now, purpose is going to be unique for everyone. And here are some questions that may come up when you reflect upon your life and your life's purpose. So, and these aren't small things to be answering here. So they're going to include questions like, who am I? Where do I belong? And when do I feel fulfilled? Try using this equation for purpose. And this was developed by Richard Leader. So he states that gifts plus passions plus values equals purpose. So by defining your gifts and your passions and your values, your purpose will become more clear. Okay, that might be a little bit esoteric there, but so let's look at an example. Suppose your goal is to improve your fitness. Now, why is that important for you? How is it going to improve your life? Now, for some people, improved fitness allows them to spend more time playing with their children. For others, it may be the next step in fulfilling a dream of adventure travel. So while many people will share the same goal, but the values and the passion supporting it can be very, very different. Now, after identifying your purpose, the next most important aspect of wellness is learning mindfulness or being in the present. We are always living in a state engrossed in obsessive thoughts about something that's just happened or fretting about the future. It's normal, it's totally normal, but it isn't healthy. We have the we all have the ability to practice mindfulness, but like any skill, it's going to take a bit of practice. Now, here's a basic definition of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing. And with practice, mindfulness will allow us to avoid becoming overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. And guess what? Both science and experience demonstrate its positive benefits for our health, our happiness, our work, and our relationships. Now, the ultimate goal with mindfulness is to be present in the moment. For example, taking time to pause and breathe and be aware of what's going on around us. So let's look at some techniques to help you get started with mindfulness practice. Mindfulness can be practiced any time of the day for wherever you are. And it's estimated that 95% of our behavior runs on autopilot. Now, think about the times you're driving and you arrive at your destination and you have no recollection of getting there. It's actually pretty frightening. So you're either engrossed in deep thought about something else, or perhaps you're talking on the phone, which really is a no-no. So mindfulness is the exact opposite of these processes. So here's some tips for practicing mindfulness. Let's say when you first wake up in the morning, take a few deep breaths and set your intention for the day. Now, it doesn't need to be a big intention. You're not going to be curing cancer or anything like that, but just set one of the things that you want to achieve in the day. Next, if you're doing some mundane activity like washing the dishes, rather than letting your thoughts take over, focus on what's going on at the moment. Get your senses involved. To keep your thoughts from wandering while doing dishes, think about how the water feels and the smell of soap. And don't get angry with yourself when your thoughts drift back to what you have to do tomorrow or what you should have said to the jerk at the grocery store. Simply acknowledge the thought and redirect your attention to the present moment. And it may be helpful to set an alarm on your phone a few times a day as a reminder to take a few minutes to practice mindfulness. And the more you practice, the more natural mindfulness will feel, and soon it will happen automatically. Now, journaling is an excellent tool for health, and the simple act of writing down your thoughts and feelings allows you to understand them more clearly. Anyone struggling with stress, depression, or anxiety can particularly benefit because keeping a journal can help you gain control of your emotions and improve your mental health. And here's some noted health benefits of journaling. Okay, it can reduce stress and improve your immune function, provide a mood boost, keep your memory sharp, and it can invoke mindfulness. Now, another benefit of journal writing is for keeping track of the changes that you've made in your life. So if you have implemented a new change, let's say it's a dietary change, you want to know what the effect is. How is that affecting your health? And a journal, just some daily jotting downs of what you've done and then what the benefit is or what you feel your symptoms have changed is a really great tool of keeping track. And additionally, in studies, benefits are most significant when journaling at least 4 times a week. So try to make it a habit. Set aside a few minutes of your bedtime routine for jotting down your thoughts and feelings from the day. If you need a little motivation, buy a new journal or a new pen that you can be excited about just starting to use. Another powerful tool for taking charge of yourself, of your health, is just continual learning. So just because your school days may be long gone doesn't mean learning has to stop. Learning something new can be fun and it leads to a sense of accomplishment and pride. And additionally, your brain chemistry changes and you can stave off dementia. According to an article in Psychologies, learning is a core need for psychological well-being. Learning can help us build confidence and a sense of self-efficacy. Okay, so what do we mean by self-efficacy? Well, briefly, self-efficacy is your belief in your ability to succeed in specific situations or accomplish a task. And the best part is that you can learn whatever you want. So try learning a new language or getting a new hobby. It could be painting, gardening, cycling, you name it. Another option is to join a club or to look for local classes at your library. And especially now, checking out online sites to learn something new digitally. So there are heaps of different courses out there that you can take. Optimal health is about nourishing your mind, body, and soul. And finding a balance is vital to cultivating your mind, body, and soul connections. So how do you create balance and how do you create these connections? Well, one thing that you can try is yoga. It's a great physical way to strengthen these connections. The practice of yoga teaches mindfulness through using the breath and helps you be more in tune with your body. Now, it also builds strength and endurance. Other ways to achieve a healthy mind, body, soul connection include merely doing things that you love. We get so wrapped up in the tasks we have to complete throughout the day that we sometimes forget to schedule time for ourselves. So doing things you love gives you the opportunity to get in touch with your soul. And taking part in nature is absolutely critical. Being in nature aligns you with something bigger than yourself, surrounds you by life, and ignites all the senses. Now, being in nature doesn't mean that you've got to go off into the middle of nowhere. It means sometimes just getting out in your backyard and putting your feet directly onto the ground and soaking up the sunshine and being aware, using all of your senses to hear what's going on and feel the sun on your skin. Okay, you didn't expect to take a class about health and not discuss fitness, did you? Fitness doesn't have to mean hitting the gym 5 times a week. Now, you do need to challenge yourself, but there are many ways to achieve this. For most healthy adults, it's recommended that you get at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity a week, and strength training exercises for all major muscle groups at least twice a week. Brisk walking, swimming, mowing the lawn are considered moderate aerobic exercise, while running and aerobic dancing are more vigorous options. Strength training can include the use of weight machines, your own body weight, resistance tubing, resistance paddles in the water, or activities such as rock climbing. So there are all kinds of things that you can get involved in. How many of you are currently taking part in physical activity? And how many enjoy it? Enjoying what you're doing is key. Otherwise, you won't stick with it, or even worse, it can create stress, which is the exact opposite of what we want to achieve. So get creative with your physical activity and find something that you enjoy. Okay, literally, get off your butts. Let's practice now. Let's take a minute to stand up, move around, stretch up, march in place, try a few shoulder rolls, turn your neck from side to side. Reducing sitting time is essential too. The more hours you sit each day, the higher your risk of metabolic problems, which can impact your health and your longevity, even if you achieve the recommended amount of daily physical activity. Many health experts equate sitting or sitting too long to smoking cigarettes regarding adverse health impacts. The average adult spends 12 hours a day sitting, and physical inactivity is the fourth leading risk factor for global mortality. So take this to heart. It's a common misconception that exercise can compensate for too much sitting. So even if you're getting your weekly amount of physical activity, if you're sitting 12 hours a day, it's not going to make a difference. So this means that you must get up and move regularly. Set an alarm if you need to, and get up once an hour. Do a quick stretch. Walk around your desk, but get the activity going. Okay, who doesn't enjoy a nice, relaxing massage? Well, I know I'd get one daily if I could. Massage is an excellent form of self-care. Some noted health benefits of massage include stress reduction, lower blood pressure, muscle relaxation, improved circulation and posture, and a stronger immune system. So go ahead and treat yourself. Another beneficial alternative therapy is acupuncture. Have you had a chance to try it? Now, acupuncture may sound intimidating, but it's anything but. Um, Acupuncture is also great for relaxation, and it can help relieve pain. Anything from allergies to sciatica can be lessened with a few sessions of acupuncture. So give it a try, but make sure that you go to a qualified and certified acupuncturist. Another alternative therapy is essential oils. Now, essential oils are known for their powerful health benefits. Um, and remember that they're nothing more than concentrated plant compounds. So let's first talk about the different methods for using an essential oil. There's three primary uses: topical, aromatic, and ingestion. Now, for topical use, you never ever want to apply pure oil to the skin. Always dilute the essential oil with a carrier oil, such as coconut oil or almond oil. However, any vegetable or nut oil will also work. And the general rule of thumb is 3 drops of essential oil per teaspoon of carrier oil. And this technique is ideal for compresses, baths, and massage. Aromatic applications are used to inhale essential oil vapors. Now, a few drops can be added to an aromatherapy diffuser, on a cotton ball, or in a spray bottle with water. But be very careful with the ingestion of essential oils. Not all oils are safe for ingestion, and pure oils need to be diluted. Please carefully read the label of your essential oils for indication of safe usage. Talk to someone who is knowledgeable about them before you start using them yourself. Now, let's talk a bit about some of the popular types of oils and their benefits. One of my favorite is lavender oil, and it's among the most commonly used, and it's the most studied as well. The subtle floral scent is known to help aid relaxation and sleep. And additionally, breathing it in has been found to help with alleviating headaches, while the use of the oil topically may help reduce the itching and swelling from bug bites. One of my favorite ways of using it is to mix it with coconut oil. This is before bed, so I can rub it on my hands, I can put it on my temples, behind my neck, and also rub it into the soles of my feet. This is actually really relaxing, and it helps you to drop off to sleep much faster. Another oil is Roman chamomile, and it's great for calming the mind, and it's equally as useful on the skin. It's been found to treat conditions like inflammation and eczema. Now, rose oil can be inhaled to help reduce anxiety, so it's another one of the calming oils. Its antioxidant properties have also been found to help treat acne and improve the complexion for an overall younger look. Frankincense is known for its astringent, digestive, antiseptic, and disinfectant properties. It is involved in almost all aspects of wellness and is sometimes called the king of oils. Grapefruit oil is said to have antifungal properties that may help reduce any harmful bacteria within. Peppermint oil can help with headaches and indigestion, and may also help with breathing and reducing congestion. Basil oil has been shown to be both antiviral and anti-inflammatory, so it could work as a cold and flu remedy and a muscle relaxer. So these are just a few of the many types of essential oils that are available. The possibilities are endless. But again, please talk to someone knowledgeable about them before using them yourself. Sleep is, I'm going to say, it's another essential aspect. It's probably one of the most important essential aspect of health, and most of us aren't getting enough. Now, the amount may be different for each of us. The average person needs between 7 and 9 hours a night. So not only does getting enough sleep offer a host of benefits, not getting the sleep you need increases your risk of numerous health conditions. Poor sleep is strongly linked to weight gain and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Getting the sleep you need offers protective benefits, allows your body and mind to rest, replenishes your energy stores, reduces stress, improves concentration and cognitive function, and helps your body heal. So, creating a bedtime routine is important and useful to help signal your body when it's time to start winding down. And here's some tips for getting some quality sleep. First, when you're setting a routine, go to bed at the same time each night and get up at the same time each morning. And in addition, it's really important to go to bed when you first start feeling tired, because that's your body's way of telling you that it's now time. Because what happens if you ignore it and keep going, you kind of get a second wind, and that's going to make it even much more difficult to fall asleep later on. Second tip is to sleep in a dark, quiet, comfortable environment. So if it's not entirely dark, please remove any light if you can, or cover your eyes. Exercise daily, but not right before bedtime. Next tip, limit the use of electronics before bed. Now, this is really important, and it's probably one of the leading causes of sleep dysfunction. The blue light that we get from our electronic devices, whether it's our phone, our iPad, even our TV, actually acts to stimulate the brain. And it can take an incredibly long time to calm down from that afterwards. So please don't use electronics within the last hour before you plan on going to bed. Relax before bedtime. Consider a warm bath or reading some non-stimulating material. Avoid alcohol and stimulants such as coffee um, and any kind of teas that have caffeine in them. Now, especially with alcohol, I've heard people say, well, alcohol just makes me tired anyways. Well, it might actually help you to get to sleep, but you're not going to stay asleep. Usually what happens is that you'll wake up around 2 or 3 in the morning, and then it'll be difficult to get back to sleep again. And the third tip is that you can try some natural remedies to try and calm yourself before bed. These could be some calming herbs like ashwagandha. You might also consider, if it's available for you, is taking some melatonin, which will help you fall asleep. And if it's slow acting, it should help to maintain a good quality sleep throughout the night. Next tip, staying hydrated is absolutely a crucial aspect of maintaining your health, and here's why. Drinking water helps maintain the balance of body fluids, which are necessary for digestion, absorption, circulation, creation of saliva, transportation of nutrients, and the maintenance of body temperature. So practically every function in the body that is going to feed ourselves and keep us going all relies on having an adequate amount of water. Water-rich foods such as fruits, vegetables, broth-based soups, oatmeal, and beans tend to look more substantial, require more chewing, and it's absorbed more slowly by the body, which helps keep you full. And drinking enough fluids when exercising is vital for reducing muscle fatigue. Finally, water plays an essential role in removing toxins from your body via the kidneys and regulating our bowel movements. So, how much water? Well, listen to what your body is telling you. When you feel thirsty, that's definitely past time that you need some water. What you might want to do is consider sipping water throughout the day. Now, the kind of the old-fashioned advice, you need to be drinking, was it 8 to 16 cups of water a day, has absolutely no scientific validity to it whatsoever. So what I can just say is just listen to what your body is telling you. Okay, getting your vitamins. One of the best things you can do for yourself is to eat more fruits and veggies. Now, this doesn't mean becoming vegetarian or vegan. It just means upping the amount of fruit and veggies in your diet. They are packed with all of the essential vitamins and minerals your body needs. And they're essential because your body can't make them like it can other nutrients. They're also fibrous to help support a healthy digestive system. And a diet high in fiber can also reduce your risk of bowel cancer. Now, according to myplate.org, the health benefits of a diet rich in fruits and veggies includes, well, reduced risk for heart disease, including heart attack, stroke, obesity, type 2 diabetes, protection against certain types of cancers. It helps lower blood pressure and reduces the risk of developing kidney stones. Also helps to decrease bone loss. Plant foods are also rich in antioxidants and phytochemicals, which offer a host of benefits from anti-aging to disease protection. So what's the recommended intake? Fruit and veggies? Well, it's approximately 7 or more servings a day. Now, a serving is approximately 3 ounces or 85 grams of whole food or 30 grams of dried fruit or veg. So let's look at an example here. An apple is actually considered 2 serves. 6 strawberries or 3 dried apricots or 3 broccoli florets are all considered 1 serve. So you can see that although 7 serves of fruit and veggies a day seems like an awful lot, when you consider what a serving is, it's actually doable. Supplements aren't intended for use as a food replacement. And this is because an apple, for example, is packed with numerous vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytochemicals, and fiber. Now, nutrients from food can work in a synergistic manner to feed the cells properly. And you can't get all of that from a single supplement. So that's why in my role as a functional medicine health coach, I would never prescribe supplements except where I believe there is a deficiency, and a deficiency that needs to be sorted right away. Supplements are never meant to be taken long term unless there is a very specific medical reason for so. Now, in particular, women may have a difficult time in maintaining iron levels through food alone, and this is due to menstrual losses or an inability to absorb enough iron from foods. But I think I would always be looking at alternatives to taking a supplement. Now, when considering supplementation use, it's important to use a quality supplement. This is when you're advised that you need it. Now, quality involves its bioavailability, or how well it's absorbed into the body and into the bloodstream and into the cell. Its purity, so are there fillers added? And the amount and the combination of ingredients. Also, is what's on the label actually in the bottle? The supplement industry is unregulated, and so third-party testing is absolutely crucial. So when you're looking for a supplement, these are the things that you need to consider. Because most vitamin supplements sold today are really poor quality. And this is why I suggest amping up your plant intake rather than supplementing if there's no medical need to do so. One of the most overlooked ways of taking charge of your health is merely keeping up with annual screenings. Now, having your blood pressure, your blood glucose, and other health markers checked regularly is an essential method of monitoring your health. Women should be screened for cervical and breast abnormalities annually, while men need to have their prostate glands checked. Both men and women should also have regular colorectal screenings to reduce the risk of colon cancer, and also regular blood tests. Consider working with a functional medicine doctor or a health coach to help you achieve and maintain your health. Mostly because if they use a functional medicine protocol, they're going to be looking at problems and not just relieving symptoms for you. Another underutilized preventative measure is regular dental cleanings. Now, the dentist may be your first line of defense. Your mouth is a window into what's going on in the rest of your body, often serving as a valuable vantage point for detecting early signs and symptoms of systemic disease such as diabetes. Your dental x-rays can signal bone loss, which can be missed during a routine physical. Our mouths are susceptible to infection when not cared for correctly. While these may escalate or be associated with poorly controlled diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or preterm birth. So if having a beautiful smile, fresh breath, and keeping your teeth aren't compelling enough reasons to brush, floss, and rinse, maintaining and achieving optimal health can now be added to the list of benefits. Okay, reducing the clutter. You might be wondering how decluttering can have any health benefits. Okay, well, here they are. Some psychologists are starting to recognize that clutter can have a detrimental effect on your mental and physical health. It can lead to sensory overload for an already overtaxed brain. The stress caused by the sight of clutter can lead to anxiety and reduce your quality of sleep. And a clean space is more conducive to productivity and creativity. And I know one of the first things I do when I have to write something or do something quite creative is just clear as much stuff off my desk as possible. And so by clearing my desk, it seems to clear my mind as well. A messy house can cause chaotic mornings. So you get organized, you can avoid having to search frantically for your keys, your wallet, or your purse on the way out the door, and stop from starting your day in a stressed manner. Getting rid of things you don't need offers a variety of benefits. So not only do you feel lighter and more detached, you can also pad your wallet by selling your stuff. If you have a ton of clutter, don't let it overwhelm you. Take just a few minutes a day. You can do one room or even just one drawer at a time. And you'll have that real feeling of accomplishment and feeling lighter. Okay, I know I've loaded a ton of information on you in a really short period of time. All of it looking at aspects of our mind, body, spiritual nature of our health. Now, here's a quick recap of everything that we discussed today. Number one, set your purpose. What do you want to achieve and why? Number two, practice mindfulness. Concentrate on the present and not worry about the past or the future. Number three, avoid living on autopilot. Be aware of the people and the things around you. Use your senses. 4, start journaling. 5, expand your knowledge by learning something new. 6, connect your mind, your body, and your soul. Invest in activities that you enjoy. 7, get fit, or at least start getting fit. 8, avoid sitting around for long periods of time. Get up on move in a regular basis. 9, treat yourself to a massage or an acupuncture session, or try another alternative therapy. 10, try an essential oil. 11, And this is really important. In fact, I probably should have talked about it within the first one or two. Get more sleep. 12, stay hydrated. 13, eat more fruits and veggies. Remember, aim for at least 7 serves a day. 14, check your supplements. Number 1, do you need them? And are they quality? 15, keep up with your wellness visits. Try a functional medicine GP or a functional medicine health coach. 16, see a dentist. And last but not least, start decluttering your space. Yes, I know that that was an awful lot to get through, but you can see how it all relates back to that circle of life that I talked about right at the very beginning. Now, what I've done is created a series of resources for you that when you get the replay, you will be able to see it. I know that there's an awful lot there, but on the replay, you'll be able to replay plus the PDF of the slides, which I will make available. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel armed with the tools that you need to take charge of your health. Remember, it's more than just taking a medication, that there are lots of different things that we can do to look at all the different factors of our life. Everything impacts on our health. Now, if anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Feel free to post questions to me, or you can message me directly, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. Now, as a special thank you, I invite you all to book a complimentary 20-minute call with me to discuss how to move forward on your health journey. Now, if you have or suspect that you have a thyroid or an autoimmune condition, I'm especially interested in talking to you because there are so many people suffering from these disorders when they don't have to be. And if at the end of our discussion we decide to work together, I can offer you a 20% discount on my 2-session Discovery Health program. Now, on this Discovery Health program, I look at your complete health history, symptoms, any medication or supplements that you're currently taking. We discuss your goals, and this will give me enough information to start a preliminary, well, we can work on a preliminary game plan on how to achieve this. Now, this program also includes a follow-up session as well to see how well you're going and retweak things that need to be changed. Okay, I hope that you will take me up on my offer. Okay, and here are the details right here. Now, to book the call with me, you can either email me or you can go to my website. My website is healthylivingwithdrsharon.com. There is a Contact Me tab there, and that will set you up with my scheduler. So again, thank you so much for taking the time, and I really hope to hear from you. Bye for now.